Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to install a 15 watts Midland GMRS radio on the 4Runner. Lately I had been to some of the remote canyons in California to capture the spring colors and all that stuff, and I realized there was absolutely no signal, and if I break down somewhere there's no way for me to return or ask for any help. So which is why I thought it would be nice to have added GMRS radio to the 4Runner. So this one costed like $230 on Amazon. This is not a sponsored video, so it's just what I'm doing. This came highly recommended from a friend. So if you look at the box, these are the stuff that came with. Here's the main unit with the holder. It's quite heavy, and it has a power cable attached to it. And then here's the radio itself, and it comes with the loom. And this one is pretty solid and pretty good quality. It's not like your old telephone coil cable, like which is like super loose and plastic. This is actually made of rubber, so it's not gonna sag and become weird after some time. Then it has you can power it up from your cigarette lighter, but I'm gonna hardwire it to my gang switch so that I can control the radio power from the gang switch. Something to mount your radio on, and here's a mount that will go on your roof rack for mounting the antenna. And this is a shorty antenna that it came with, and then here's an extension Ethernet RJ45 female jack, just in case you have to extend it. And here's a 3 dB gain antenna. So I've got two antennas here. One is this one, and there's another one that's inside this. Let me show you how this one is. This one looks a little skinny, maybe not that powerful, obviously. So here it is. It's a smaller antenna, and it came with its own antenna cable. I believe this thing can come out. I'm not sure, we'll find out during installation. And this is the main one. This is a 3 dB one. This will go on the roof, and that's it. And here's the extension cable for the speaker, and here's the extra fuse, and a 3M tape with a base for the shorty antenna in case you don't have a magnetic spot. Is it magnetic? Let me try. Oh yeah, it's magnetic. It has magnet in it. Yep, pretty solid. All right, we're good. So let me take some time, figure things out, and then we will start the installation. See you in a bit. All right, people, I took this piece of plastic cover out of here. Here it is. My other side is already full, and it's already running a cable hiding tube, so I can't run any more cables there. I'm already running 3 of them from that side, so I'm gonna use this side, and I believe the cable should fit into this side, and I don't need another cable hider on this side, although I did purchase one. And I'm also going to make arrangements for mounting both the antennas, the small one and the 3 dB one, in case one of them gets stolen, the 3 dB one primarily. Then I still have the other one, and I'm going to use some trick to make sure at least one of them can't be stolen. So this is the Prince roof rack, and so this is, I think, aluminum, and so this magnet doesn't stick here. So I'm gonna mount it on this bar somewhere here in the center, and it doesn't mount. So we're gonna use this mounting plate. It has got 3M tape, and I'm gonna mount it. So I plan to mount it somewhere in the middle so that it's a little difficult for people to steal, and it's more safe there. All right, and even when we are parking under a tree or something. Usually we tend to overlook the edges and the corners, so I think it's safe and better positioned in the center. That's where I'm gonna do it, and see you in a bit. Alright, so this is how the magnetic one is mounted. Now what I'm gonna do is put the bracket for the other one right here. That way people, and this wire, this antenna cable will be trapped under that bracket, and people cannot steal this one. And if this mast gets stolen, I think I can always have a replacement mast and put it there, and this magnetic piece will continue to stay here. So that's the plan. I'll mount the bracket here and mount the 3 dB one right next to it, and we'll go from there. The cable will come from this channel. I'll zip tie it somewhere here and in the middle, and it'll come out from here and go through that gourmet and under the hood all the way to the other side. It's 6 meters long, I believe, and that's enough. Alright folks, so I mounted this bracket like this. I'm yet to tighten the bolt on the other side. I'll reach out from the other side and tighten it, but this is already pretty snug and not going anywhere. And I'm going to mount this here. It'll come on top, and the rest of it will go under. I think this thing comes off. This also stays on top, and I think that is how it works. Oops, dropped it in water, but there's nothing electrical here, so should be fine. And when we'll route the cable, antenna cable through here, this one is already fitting nicely into the cap. Other one should also fit, and then we'll zip tie this part, and we're done with the exterior work after I tighten that bolt. And then we'll route this cables all the way to the other side, driver's side, and then take it into under the dash through the firewall, and then hook them up and test it. Alright folks, the outside work is pretty much done. I'll give you a quick sneak peek of what happened. So here's the 3 dB antenna, and that's the default shorty small antenna. I'm gonna replace that with a slightly bigger one, kind of gonna look cool and maybe will be better in strength. And I zip tied all of this. It's coming through under here, zip tied it. It's going to fall in this channel, this channel. The other one will go on top of this, and might use some silicone to make it stick, and then it'll go all the way to the other side and come in through the main firewall. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright people, progress update. So this cable is routing from here. It sits nicely in this gap. I'm gonna use some black silicone and stick it so it doesn't come off. Right now it's just being held by some tape. Goes under this plastic cover. It's all goes like this under the hood to that side, and here it goes under like this and goes into that gourmet hole, that hole, and it does come out from here under, and I just connected this head back, powered it on temporarily with the cigarette lighter, and looks like it works. There you go, it works. And alright, so for now I've decided to mount it here. I'm mostly solo on this car. I sometimes take family, but mostly solo, so I have all the space to myself. I'm gonna mount it there for now. This thing, I still need to figure out where I'm going to mount. I was thinking maybe I can mount in that space. We never use it. We used to store napkins and tissues there, but not anymore. But because this back end is so long, it may not fit there. So I need to find the space and tuck in the wires. And right now I'm powering it up from the cigarette lighter. I need to power it up with my gang switch. I'm gonna remove the sticker from here. This will be antenna 5 amps, and that should be enough for this, I believe. And we'll connect it to this switch. All right, see you in a bit. Alright folks, this is mounted. I'm gonna tuck in these cables under. There you can see there's a big white hole there. I think I can put a zip tie there and tuck it up there. Now the only problem is the RJ45 jack is here, and if I connect the handset from here, it'll interfere with the gear shift knob, and it's kind of gonna look awkward, a line going like this. So with the package you get this significantly long extension RJ45 cable. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to connect this here and take it round all the way this center console and bring it from this side and mount the female jack somewhere here, and from there my microphone will connect. I think that is going to be the ideal case for me. It may not work for somebody else, but this will be completely hidden, and the best part is this is completely flat, so you wouldn't even see it or feel it. So it's just gonna run like that straight and take a legal U-turn and come back and show up there. And I'm gonna stick it to the side of this this wall, and the RJ45 positive will plug into this and the microphone will go over there, and I think that will work. And I still need to route the power cable through the firewall to the gang switch and circuit, the gang switch circuit. So let me get those done and show you how it looks. Alright peeps, this is what I did. If you pay attention, the bottom of the side wall, right, it's very flexible and you can actually slide a finger in. So what I did was that extension cable that was coming out, I slide it inside all around the center area, so there's nothing hanging out, and I connected the female end to the RJ45 male, and here you have actually more space. You can see I can put a whole finger inside, so I actually slid the whole thing under it so that it doesn't show up. Here you go, here's it, the whole thing. You can just slide it under and it'll stay hidden, and you don't have to worry about it. There's no need to make holes, no need to glue it. Super secure and super clean. This is how it looks, right? I can still remove it, access it all the way to the driver's side, and just put it back here. There's no extra work required on this side. Well, I think this is a different way to mount it. I didn't see this on YouTube, so maybe this will work for some of you, maybe not, but I think this works for me because I mostly drive this vehicle alone, except once in a while when the family is traveling, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. There's enough room for the other person here. Alright, now the next job left is to tuck in the wires and connect the power supply with the gang switch. Alright, see you in a bit. Alright people, so that's the cable coming out of the firewall gourmet, and it's going like this. And I just noticed right here you have so much of empty space. You can tuck in all the wires here and they're not gonna come out no matter what. So it's going behind the steering column, and like that it's coming here, and then it's coming out like this, and then this is how it looks. Well, if I want, I could do something and hide it further, but I don't care, and this is good for me. Here you go. And this one will be the power cable that I have to connect to the I can actually tuck this in from here and take it all the way like that and out to the gang switch, and that's it guys. I don't think this looks that bad. And this side I forgot to tuck it in, so I can tuck it in. See, the tip of my finger goes under. I can bend this here and tuck it in, and it won't be visible throughout the car on the back. So I think this setup works for me, and I will get the power line connected, and I think we're good to go. I already tested it. All right, peeps, so the installation is complete. You can see how it looks. The 3 dB gain antenna is the big fat one, and the other one is just a decoy for now. It's not connected, and I'm gonna show you how the final setup looks like. Let me come to the side, and here we go. Let's go up, and here we have the antenna cable coming through here all the way. The two antennas are mounted like that. That's on the magnetic mount, and this one is mounted on the hardware that came with the antenna. Fits perfectly in the printer rack. You just need one side of the mount, and this is where my microphone is, and you can see the cable is coming out of that plastic panel. So I have tucked in everything inside using and I use the extension RJ45 extension cable that goes around the center, this entire center piece from inside, and comes out here, here, and it's connected. So it's pretty much nice, nothing is on the way. And the wires have come up from here. Right now it's stuck with some tape, but I'm gonna put some black silicone so that it sticks and doesn't come off, but it sits perfectly in this channel and doesn't look odd, or nobody can figure out. It goes under this plastic panel here, under the hood to that side, and from here we have two firewall grommet here. One is a big one and there's a small one. I've used both since I have too many cables running through that gourmet, so I had to do that. And let me go inside and show you. And like I said, I'm not connecting it to the cigarette lighter. Instead, I'm connecting it here, and here's a 5 ampere switch for the radio, and it works perfectly. And this is where my thing is mounted, and all these extra wires are all tucked in under the center console, and there's enough room there. And even you can see the wire has gone in from here and it's coming out from here and then going to the gourmet. So that's how it is right now. And if you look this way, you'll see that is the extension cable, and that goes all around the center, this glove box and this armrest thing around it, and comes out on that side. So this is my installation.